Good evening, folks. This is Darth Ravage07 with another quick pickup over the weekend. Went and watched Transformers 1 down in Knoxville with Jimmy G in the place to be. He showed me a couple of his stores he goes to down there, and Utopia Toys is where I got this next pickup. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for hanging out and showing me this cool stuff on Friday. Let's turn this camera around and take a closer look at my newest pickup. While at Utopia Toys with Jimmy, I picked up this bike Robo. So did Jimmy. Be sure to look down in the description below. I'll put a link to his channel. He'll probably have this up before me with his first impressions and that kind of thing. And I've already popped this open and what have you. And you got the side of the box with a lot of stuff and things there. That you got your extra hand parts, you got your engine parts, and cycle basically. And then over here on this side, well, I'm not used to doing these boxes. So there's machine build bike Robo number 2. Got to figure out what number 1 was. More the same there on the side. Oh, well. And then this side's got a bunch of stuff I can't read. Barcode there. I don't know if it'll help you in your markets. And the back of the box has bike Robo in his alt mode. Let's get Cykill out of the box and see how cool this kit really is. So here's what comes inside of the box. Let's get this stuff kind of out here where we can see it better. There's bike Robo protected in his box. Some assembly will be required. We got mufflers on a sprue. We got some wheels and the gears and the stuff. We got an engine block. We got some hands and some other goodies, plus some instructions that explains it all right there and how it pieces it all together, and then you put it together, and then it's simple but easy transformation, and kaboom. Well, this will be a little bit different for me because I'm not used to putting things together. And guys, I gotta say that little build of putting all the pieces together and whatnot and converting it was, a throwback conversion wise to the GoBots of old. Transforms very similar to the old one. These things were so simple in their transformations. I just wish that this thing didn't really disconnect and it could just swivel around back behind and that kind of thing. And I wish they had a little bit more articulation when we get into the robot mode. But as far as this goes, this is a really cool looking cycle. Let me pull this up here closer so you can see it. Wheels roll really well. You can put this thing back up in there. Kind of kept it down very nicely painted, very detailed. It will click everything into place. Back wheel rolls really good, as you can see there, and between the tires there. Being poor growing up, and had my start in GoBots, I had like the Super Cykill, so this is a really nice homage, but this is smaller, lighter, no die cast. Thought there would be some die cast in this, but there's not. It's just a plastic build kit model of Cykill. And I usually don't do transformations on camera, but what the heck, I can try to do this here today here on camera. So basically you just take your tires apart there, pop them off the side. It does parts formery goodness, guys. And I did with the more modern hands versus the old GoBot hands. If you want those, you can do those. I set that aside. And then you simply take and pull his arms out to the sides without trying to disconnect it there, because it will do that. With on it by itself. You got to untab the knees there, and then when you get that, you straighten this out, put his feet up, you unplug this from the chest area there, and you can take and extend this and store it right there on the back. Yeah, you extend it this way, and you got a notch hole there. You can plug this in right here. You gotta raise those handlebars up, and it will hinder the head movement if you plug into the back there. And so you got your backpack, flying jetpack of crazy. These GoBots usually stick their arms up and then they flew through the air like that. And there's Cykill in his robot mode, and then he's got more articulation than his old counterpart. And I've got this thing going on here where I could have scooted it in whenever I had the tire there. But it's got a surprising amount of articulation there. So your arms can go all the way around on that. It's basically just a peg there, guys. So then, like, to get it back on, you got to go back in there and click it back together, and you click the stuff back out. So it comes apart super duper easy. You can spin that hand all the way around. You can switch the hands out as you see fit. So you got that wrist movement that the old GoBots didn't have. You got that shoulder movement the old GoBots didn't have. He's got some left and right. Very, very beautiful GoBot Cycle face there, or machine Robo, depending on, if you're in America or in Japan. So then there's that articulation there again. And this is stuff you just didn't get back in the day. Oh, and the final steps of the transformation is you play the tires back in on the shoulders there. And you got to do it kind of in a way to where you don't get it all jobbied up there. Me and my transformations on camera thing is the reason why I don't do it. So you can actually just do it up like this and then click it into place and then actually pull it back out once you get the tires in place. Might as well do that with the other one. Let's do that real quick off camera. And there's Cycle in his robot mode, tires up there on his shoulders like it's supposed to be. And this little backpack thing can, move around, swivel around a little bit there. Act like a jetpack for him to fly with. It also has another function here in a second. Well, we just go ahead and show it. Just pull it off of that. And then you can let's see, on the instructions it said to do it like a freaking gun on his arm. So let's see if I can get this going on. So yeah, you can hold it like a mega cannon, but GoBots just usually pointed their arms and fired blast out of their arms. They didn't have any kind of artillery there. So you got him with his engine block gun of alternator doom going on. I swear this is so funny, man. Oh, so goofy. But it's something you can do per those instructions. So anyway, simple little parts formery transformation, GoBot getting us all the way. Let's get him in his standard robot pose for some final thoughts. Some final thoughts on the Bike Robo Machine Build 02 from Mega House. They gave him some articulation that he didn't have back whenever it was the original GoBot series. Being a model, the paintwork is just absolutely splendiferous. The plastic feels good, but it's on some ball joints, so there's those limitations there. He does got a little bit of waist articulation, as I can show you in that pose, but he's really, really back heavy with the engine block on his back, and it doesn't look quite right without the engine block. And it doesn't stick together. I like that they got the little notches there in the chest to kind of do that. I kind of wish that whole middle piece would swing around. I think that's what the original one did. And he looks awesome in this robot mode. And let's get him into that bike mode and show that off one more time. Articulation wise, he just gets in the way of himself, but there he goes transforming. This little machine build kit was a fun little blast of the past just to see where we came from with the GoBots there to begin with. You can leave that down if you want to, or you can put it up. It kind of does like a kickstand kind of thing. Oh, excuse me. I apologize. I was just a little bit tired there, but this was a fun little build kit, like how you put details together, still get the transformation. It's true to, the original, and I actually got to stand up that time in the middle of the turntable there. Not going to be able to do it again because it was a happy accident, but oh well. This guy is awesome. I recommend if you're a fan of the GoBots or you like transforming motorcycles. Dorky goodness, parts formery, the whole 9 yards. It's all there. Check, and check. The tires have always been parts formery with Cycle. So the engine block, I could have swore just kind of swung back around before. It's been a while, but there was definitely die cast in the original models or whatever. Thanks again for watching my channel, guys. Make sure to like, share, subscribe, all the stuff down below. Thanks again for watching. Jimmy, thank you for going and watching that and show me, Utopia Toys and the McKay's bookstore and all the coolness that's there. Can't wait to do this stuff again. I just love that the community is together. I got some other things that Jimmy had given me on the spot that I'm going to get on the turntable and review. I just want to do this real quick. Also, make sure to check out Jimmy's stuff down in the channel description there. Subscribe to his channel if you hadn't. He does a lot of great positive videos, and like I said, he's a lot of fun to be around. If you get a chance to hang out with him, do so, guys. Have a great day out there, everybody. GoBots are essentially Transformers until all are one. Thanks again for watching.